Herkabe is the most psychologically disturbing character in Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay, continue.
He's also one of my favorite characters in the entire show, and by the end of this video, I think you'll understand why. He had a double doctorate from Harvard. He was once worth $200 million, and he ended up being pelted with dodgeballs by a 17-year-old.
Like, you call that a monkey dance?
If you want to understand how he got there, you have to go back to the beginning. Lloyd is the one who finds the file. Before they even meet their new teacher, the Krellboynes have already looked him up. Lionel Herkabe, born 1963.
Bentley Gifted High, Princeton, Harvard Business? What's this guy doing teaching?
Well, there was some unpleasantness.
His net worth once hit $200 million. Then he quit a government think tank to start a .com and watched it all evaporate.
One-time net worth $200 million? Now $137.
His wife left when the money did, and so Lionel Herkabe, former millionaire, certified genius, ended up back where he started, teaching at the same school he attended as a child, in front of the same kind of students he used to be.
Finally, someone who knows our pain.
He's wrong.
Emotionally needy, closet bedwetter. You get no affection at home, so you'll be seeking it from me. Look elsewhere, son.
Most teachers ease in. Herkabe walks in and immediately starts ranking.
Well, I have your test results. You all got A's.
And then introduces a board at the front of the class, each student ranked by decimal points so small, they're basically meaningless.
So, what does being number one get you?
Nothing. Just the knowledge that you are number one.
Not because it motivates anyone, not because it tells them anything useful. He doesn't want them to succeed. He wants them to feel the hierarchy. He wants someone below him.
Some of you got better A's than others.
But we all still have A's?
Of course.
Because in every other part of his life, he is the one at the bottom.
Today, whaling is outlawed, but many Aleutian Islanders...
Within days, the Krellboynes are studying through lunch.
We all have names!
Oh my god, I can't remember mine!
Lloyd runs outside and lies face down in the mud, screaming that he's nothing.
I'm invisible!
He watches all of this happen and looks terrified, not because he feels bad, but because it's his first week, and the principal is coming on Friday.
Everybody please remain seated.
That moment matters. We'll come back to it. Herkabe follows Malcolm to high school. Let that sink in. He transfers schools, specifically at the exact moment Malcolm starts high school, to continue what he started. He becomes Dean of Discipline, with authority over Malcolm, over the students, and over the parent volunteers.
You are hereby expelled from the program. What? Remove yourself from school property immediately. Good day, sir.
Which means he can make Hal and Lois's lives miserable too. But the clearest case for psychopathy comes later. Herkabe gives Malcolm his term project, a hidden camera.
You're talking about my brother.
Yes.
And you want me to secretly videotape him?
Around you, he'll relax, let his guard down, begin to talk about himself.
He wants Malcolm to secretly film Reese, record his private thoughts, his embarrassing moments, his most vulnerable confessions, and hand the footage over. It's the Milgram experiment, and he says it explicitly.
He trusted me, and I exploited him.
That's called being a good interviewer.
It's called being a liar.
He wants to prove that Malcolm, given the right authority figure and the right framing, will hurt someone he loves. And he's almost right. Malcolm films Reese. Reese talks into that camera like it's his diary, completely unguarded, and he gets exactly what he wanted.
You like clouds?
Yeah, I like clouds. I call them sky kittens.
Think about what this scheme actually required. He designed a psychological experiment using a teenager as the subject and his own brother as the victim. He had a hidden camera built into a prop, a wireless receiver ready, and he framed the whole thing as a school assignment to make it feel legitimate.
It's called being a liar. He's my brother, and I exploited him. A liar. He's my brother, and I exploited him. You never said you were taping me.
This wasn't a snap decision. He planned every detail of it. That's not cruelty in the moment. That's premeditated. And then there's the beauty pageant. Herkabe is a judge at a local beauty pageant, and Lois happens to be one of the contestants, which means Malcolm is in the audience, which means he has leverage.
I need you to pass her this note for me.
You want me to find out if she likes you?
He pulls Malcolm aside and explains that he's been exchanging meaningful glances with one of the married contestants, a woman named Darlene Fisher, and he needs Malcolm to deliver a note to her.
I want you to know this will in no way affect my judging of your mother Or will it?
Malcolm asks if he's aware that Darlene is married.
Yes, of course, and that's why it would be indecent of me not to be discreet.
So Malcolm delivers the note, and the next time he pulls Malcolm aside, it's to ask him to break up with Darlene on his behalf.
Feel free to judge me, but remember who's judging your mother. Give her this note.
Because now that he's gotten what he wanted, he's sick of her. He used a 17-year-old as his personal go-between to start and end an affair with a married woman, blackmailed the kid into it, and ruined a marriage.
Tell her honestly, I find her repellent. It's better to be classy.
But here's where it gets complicated. A boy named Barton shows up in class. Listen to how he introduces him.
I finally have the mental clay worthy of my sculpting. Barton is a white-hot comet of brilliance blazing through our dark little corner of ignorance. A mind of such unfathomable reach and enormous power.
Can I come in now?
He's not talking about a student, he's talking about a tool. An 8-year-old he's decided to mold in his own image, the image of what he was supposed to become before everything fell apart. And if he can shape him, claim him, own his trajectory, then maybe through Barton, he gets to be the genius who actually made it.
Together, we are going to astonish the world.
But Barton's mother finds Herkabe creepy, and she's right to. She pulls her son from the class. His reaction when Barton leaves isn't anger, it's something closer to grief.
Please.
Can I go now?
Sure.
His wife left, his therapists left, and now, Barton. Every person he's ever latched onto ends up leaving. He's not incapable of attachment, he's incapable of healthy attachment. He connects to people through use, through control, through whatever gives him leverage. And when that leverage is gone, the person goes with it.
It's his dad. We photoshopped your head in.
A true psychopath wouldn't feel that. Herkabe feels it. He just has no idea what to do with it. Malcolm and Reese end up in the same class.
You know what that means, don't you?
Monkey dance! Monkey dance!
Herkabe has been making Reese perform a monkey dance every time he gets an answer right. He prepared music for it, a boombox, thought it through in advance. Malcolm confronts him, and he explains calmly what's actually going on.
That little plaque represents the highest GPA in the history of the school, and it is mine, Malcolm.
Malcolm's cumulative GPA is approaching Herkabe's. The GPA record from his senior year, a plaque in a trophy case, behind the soccer trophy, half the size of the spelling bee award, is the only thing he has ever actually won. That he hasn't lost.
It wasn't easy beating old Formby. Of course, she had the added advantage of being blind and club-footed, no distraction.
He stole it from a blind, club-footed woman named Edna Thornby, who held it for 38 years.
Classy lady. Cried like a baby when I took it from her. What a night.
And he says this like it's a fond memory. The deal:
you don't want to see me destroy your brother every day for the rest of the year. You won't let it happen.
Malcolm agrees, and then he says something that might be the most honest line in the entire show.
I know that you think that this compromised victory will taste like ashes in my mouth, but there's something I learned a long time ago. Ashes don't taste that bad.
That's not a villain monologue, that's a confession. He knows what he is, knows what he's doing is pathetic, knows that blackmailing a teenager to protect a high school GPA record is beneath him. And he does it anyway, because beneath him is exactly where he lives now, and he's made his peace with it. And then, in a moment of pure arrogance, he makes the mistake that ends him.
You know, instead of 7th period gym, I created my own AP class.
He skipped gym, lied about it for 20 years, and his entire GPA is built on that lie. Malcolm tells the principal,
I am directing that this plaque be returned to Edna Thornby, who, though blind and crippled, managed to pass gym.
Herkabe shows up to retake the class. He is going to pass gym and reclaim his award 20 years later as a grown adult, and Reese is waiting. The entire class joins in.
Wait.
Herkabe, trying to maintain what's left of his dignity, dances like a monkey. It's the last time we ever see him. Here's what's interesting about Herkabe. The show is full of people who do terrible things. Lois is controlling, Reese is violent, Francis is selfish, but none of them are calculated the way he is. None of them design their cruelty in advance, build props for it, engineer situations to produce maximum humiliation.
A little effort put forth, while some are content to do the absolute minimum.
What separates him from every other antagonist on this show is that his cruelty has a target. It's not random, not impulsive, it's always, specifically, directed at Malcolm.
Never underestimate your adversary.
You may consider yourself my moral and intellectual superior, but this is clearly proven you are neither.
Because Malcolm is what Herkabe used to be. Same class, same intelligence, same arrogance, same certainty that the world owes you something because you're smarter than everyone else. The Krellboynes did their research on him before they ever walked into that classroom, and they found a mirror.
He was a Krellboyne.
A Krellboyne who made it out, who built something real, and then watched it collapse. Herkabe doesn't hate Malcolm. He's terrified of him.
I've been trying to get your attention since the semester began. I'm surprised you didn't say something last week when Reese was curled up in a fetal ball under my desk.
What do you want from me?
Because Malcolm is the proof that nothing is guaranteed, that being the smartest person in the room doesn't protect you, that one bad decision at 30 can undo everything. And the only place he has left, the only place he's ever been safe, is school.
You know, I might make them get me a bigger plaque when I beat you, Malcolm.
Where the ranking board makes sense, where his Harvard degree means something, where he can be #1, until Malcolm shows up and threatens even that. Now, I am the system. He's not the biggest psychopath in Malcolm in the Middle because he's the most evil.
I'm sorry, that's all the time we have today, but join us again tomorrow for another exciting installment of What is Dumber Than Reese?
He's the biggest psychopath because he's the most deliberate. Every scheme has a plan. Every humiliation has a reason. Every single thing he does to Malcolm, and to Reese, and to the Krellboynes comes back to one thing.
And I wouldn't be so quick to gloat I'm not defeated yet. I'm like Napoleon at St. Helena, plotting my return.
You mean Alba? He died on St. Helena.
Oh, shut up!
He cannot stand the idea of losing again. And in the end, in gym clothes, on a polished floor, with Reese throwing dodgeballs at him in front of a class full of teenagers, he loses everything. The monkey dance music plays. Reese winds up.
Like, you call that a monkey dance?
And that's it. No final scene, no closure, no explanation of what happened to him next. He just disappears, which is honestly the most Malcolm in the Middle ending imaginable. The show doesn't give him redemption. It doesn't give him tragedy either. It just stops. He was there, then he wasn't. Maybe he quit. Maybe he was fired. Maybe Edna Thornby finally got her rematch. Whatever happened, the last image we have of Lionel Herkabe is a Harvard graduate dancing like a monkey in a gym he never wanted to take in the first place. And if you want to understand where all of this started, the teacher he replaced, the one whose departure made him possible, that video is right here.